Spelman, we have a problem. No, not yet, not that. Wait a second. Goodness. Hold on. Cue the intro. You're even with the HAEE, you can't rock me. Welcome back to my channel, Stay Nash in the Flesh. And you must already know what we're doing today. The time has come where I talk about my experience at Spelman. Well, not technically. I'll be giving 10 things you should know about Spelman just because, you know, I definitely utilized it when I was in first year. But because I'm a rising junior, if you don't know what that means, that just means I'll be a junior in the upcoming fall semester. Why don't you just say second year or sophomore? Because rising junior just has a twang to it. Nevertheless, before we get started, this is no way defamation of the institution, okay? All right? Put the guns down, put the knives down, put the weapon down. It's just an experience, specifically my experience, what I've observed, what I've encountered, and what I've went through, which is basically experience, alongside my peers who also contributed to some major points, their experiences as well. So let's not waste too much time. Let's get started. Okay. Video cue. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's get started. It's definitely early. I'll tell you that. All right. Number 1. Spelman is academically challenging. And we know that. You know that. Your parents know that. Your grandpappy know that. Spelman is the #1 HBCU. So it's heavy on the academics. So do not come to this college thinking you can just pass through without sweating. Because you will. You will sweat. Especially in those sections of the semester where you're right before finals. Professors, for some reason, like to pile up 30 assignments all in one that are due right before your final. So you'll have to study for your finals, and you'll have to make sure your assignments are inputted into Canvas. So it gets really hectic. You don't even need to go to the gym. Don't even bother. Pass right by the Wellness Center, because your coursework are your machines, okay? Don't make you sweat. Because I've been sweating ever since English 103. And that was first year. And I'm about to be junior. I'm still sweating. Yo, stats in sight. Sweat. Like, I still have sweat stains on me. It's still imprinted, okay? But it gets real hectic. But it'll be worth it in the end, because you will retain some beautiful knowledge, and that is the most important part. You will learn a lot, which is why Spelman is #1. Top 2, number 2, okay? Number 2. Speaking of, some professors are honestly not going to be beneficial to your path. They either don't really teach to the best of their capability, or they're condescending and rude. So if you ever encounter them, the best thing to do is to take note of this behavior and see if it's reflected in the other courses that they teach, so you can bring it to someone in a higher position. Because there are some professors who are just like iffy. They're real disrespectful to their students, and when students are coming to them about their teaching style and how they put out coursework and how they put out material, it's obviously met with disdain from the professors. So in that order, if that is reoccurring with different students, go up, because you pay way too much. To not get what you paid for, and way too much to not get what you paid for. So if the professor is not teaching to the best of their capability. If you're not retaining or learning the material in the same way that you should be, higher up, okay? Higher up. Number 3. Financial aid is not always easy to obtain as Spelman. And so it's expensive. It's very expensive. It's almost too expensive, honestly. I think it decreases every time I look at it. Because when I came, it was like 40K for me. And it continued to triple. And I was like, oh, what happened? What happened? I thought we were friends. I thought we were cool. We weren't. So let's be a little bit more attentive to that financial aid balance, okay? Because complete that FAFSA. I be looking. I make sure I get my $10,000 from them, even though that don't cover much. It don't cover much, but it's something. It covers a little something. So financial aid. It probably wasn't easy before either when you were in high school, but the pool of opportunities, once you matriculate, get taken faster than you know it. Just be prepared to argue your point. Be prepared to be in that financial aid office, and I mean like physically. The financial aid office is in Packard Hall, first floor or ground level, technically, the way they have it structured. But be in their office, set up Zoom appointments, make phone calls, because I'm close with my financial aid advisor. Love her down. But it just gets really hectic because there are so many opportunities, and then it goes by really fast. So stand your point, stand your ground, make sure you get your money, all right? 4, housing. Should I even address this point? I think anyone interested in HBCUs/HBCU culture is aware of their tendency to be inconsiderate to their students and not care about how some of them will be displaced when there's a lack of housing and lack of resources to help them with housing. It's a very fickle subject, but honestly, just be prepared for anything and everything. Because I know for Spelman's sake, first years and second years are required to stay on campus. So after that, make a plan. I know they're currently reconstructing Morehouse James and Abbey for this upcoming semester. So students were already left without housing and having to find like some other different apartments or sponsored student housing as well. So yeah, just be prepared for everything. Like always have like a plan. If you create a 4-year plan, housing included, you gonna be all right. Like Kendrick said, we gonna be all right. We gonna try to be all right. Shoot. Number 5. Speaking of housing, outside of the dorms that are currently being restricted, love you, Morehouse James, roaches and all. Them dorms are oftentimes a disgrace. They're a disgrace, and very much are in a condition that clearly solidifies how neglected they've been for years. Like mold, roaches, peeling walls, fungi, broken beds, broken chairs, broken AC in my case, and McAlpin. It's in terrible condition. So hopefully, with the dorms being redone, the structure will be different. There'll be more space. There'll be better amenities. Cross your fingers. But speaking of that, like adding on to that point, like we'll stay on number 5, but this one, cleanliness. Like I'm sure you already seen the pictures in the beginning, but cleanliness, the lack of cleanliness and the lack of respect to your supposed sisters will be eminent. You will be shown that after the first week. When people get comfortable, they get comfortable. So just be mindful of that, because people are under the impression that because you go to a girls' school, it will be clean. No, that's wrong. It's false. So don't go in there assuming that either, because it does get bad. Like, look at A, do F. Unflushed toilets, hair in the sink, hair in the shower, blood around the seat, pee around the seat, pads on the floor. It gets bad. Like, the lack of cleanliness was a huge surprise to me. It really was. Like, nothing could beat the bloody tampon in the shower, or the unflushed toilets, mind you, because all you have to do is just while you're rushing out the bath, just flush, right? But I just look back at it. I just had to stare in the camera. Cause really, that's real? You was serious? I thought it was a joke. No, I wish it was. I want to laugh too. I want to laugh, but it's really bad. So just be mindful of that, and like always, be considerate of your surroundings and who you live with, because you don't live alone. Like, you may have a single if you're lucky, but you don't have your own bathroom. Okay? You don't have your own bathroom. Be mindful of that. Respect your surroundings, respect your peers, and respect the housekeeping staff, because they gotta clean that up. They gotta clean it up. They shouldn't have to, because they're really only supposed to upkeep like the soap and the sinks and the showers, like clean them if like they're a little dirty, if they get a little moldy or something. But to take up your tampon and your hair, I mean, you should be doing it. I don't even want to talk about tampon, actually. Let me not talk about that anymore, because I don't want to know. Actually, I don't want to know. All right, I don't want to know. Number 6, big six. Courtesy of my friend Shyla, who brought this point up. Their socials right there. Classism is in many systems at Spelman, and many Spelmanites have this classist mentality. Honestly, when they brought this point up to me, I had to reflect, because I observed this behavior before, but I always thought I was misinterpreting, because in a room full of people with designer bags, I got 4 loans of debt, a single family household surviving off a wish and a dream, and the aftermath of being homeless for a few years. So I already felt outcasted by my own differences, but it definitely exists. So if you encounter it by staff, students, the organization, administration alike, self-advocate, be self-assured, because you deserve to be here, and it was meant for you to be here. Do not let anybody tell you any different. You belong in these black gates, these locked black gates, okay? Don't let them trip you out your shoes. Don't let them trip you out your shoes, okay? Ever. Tie your shoes. Ugh. Number 7. Oh, wait. Big 7. It's my favorite number. Whatever. Most importantly, do not rush to make friends. Do not rush to make friends. Many people will make friends with you because of convenience, because of what you can do for them and how you look with them. It will come over time. Your friends will come over time. Because for me, I'm a homebody. I stayed in the dorm my entire first year, outside of me frequenting Spelman events that they hosted on Spelman's campuses. I was in the house. I only met friends because I went to Spelman events, and that happened naturally. Like, they didn't, and I had a single too, so I didn't have a roommate. So that's also like a good point, because you always won't be friends with your roommate, but you will meet friends in different areas, in classrooms, and at homecoming, in different settings, like even on the calf line, you'll meet somebody. All it takes is a compliment, honestly, and then boom. It'll happen naturally. Like, don't force yourself to make friends just because you see everyone else with a big group. Walk your own path. You got this. Your close circle will come. Your friends will come. Your clique will come. Adding on to that, Clark students are your friends, not your competition. They are not your enemy. They will pin you against Clark women and elude you to feeling superior when that should not be the case. They are so cool. They're a cool group of people. So don't like have this assumption just because you go to Spelman that you're better. Okay, like just go bond with them and go get some Chick-fil-A. Like they're cool. We're all family here. We all trying to get our education. We're all trying to get our education. Just chill. They're cool. They're cool. And their school is dope. So make friends with them. Make friends. Number 8, the calf. I have a love and hate relationship with the calf, actually. Like my first year with the old vendor had moldy bread, uncooked meat, unfresh produce. Now it's a little different now because there's a different vendor, and it was really good at first. Like it was good at first, and then like over time it dwindled. Like, but you know what never changes? You know what never changes? The calf's real attitudes. Yo, the staff be so disrespectful and rude. And I always give them the benefit of the doubt because I used to go to work mad too. And then like over time, when I had like these interactions where I could tell like my attitude and my bad energy was like influencing the customer's like attitude towards me and their perception of me, I was like, hold on. I realized how unfair that was to give off my bad mood and energy to people who don't deserve it. Like, just because you have a bad day don't mean that you should make them have a bad day. They just here to shop, right? But the calf haven't realized that yet. They haven't realized that yet. But alas, I no longer will be at the calf anymore since I no longer reside on campus. So a win is a win. Win is a win. But yeah, just be aware of that. The food is okay, okay? The food is okay. The food is good in comparison to the first year. So it's getting there. I'm sure it'll improve by the time the fall semester comes around. But one thing that should never change is whoever be cooking in the Rome restaurant in the Sweets dining room. Them, they putting it down in the kitchen 24/7. The Rome restaurant is so good. It's so good. I was honestly surprised. I was gagged. I did not know they could make food like that. Honestly, I didn't even know they was putting it down like that in Atlanta. Cause I'm from Jersey, so I've had good food. I know good food. I know good food. And the Rome restaurant, do not play with them. Do not play with them ever. I had some good bao buns. Firecracker salmon. That firecracker salmon, I think about her every day. They only had it that 1 week they first opened. They never made it again. I think about her every day. I really do. Where is she? But yeah, the Rome restaurant is so good. So if you ever don't like what they have in the calf, you can use your meal swipe to the Rome restaurant. They down a block. Go eat some good food. Go eat some good food. I'll miss them. I'll definitely miss them. But you know, win is a win. Number 9, honestly, I feel like I mentioned this in like the other points, but inferiority complex. It's very common coming to a school like this where people have different paths and you see people accomplishing more than what you're doing. Don't compare yourself to others, which is like overall a regular notion that's like continuous throughout your entire life. But especially in college, like you'll definitely have that aspect where you might feel inferior to other people just because you're not doing as much. You don't feel like you're doing as much. You don't feel like you're accomplishing as much. Don't think that way. Honestly, your path is your path, and your success will come at your own pace. Like, go your own pace. Just keep yourself grounded and make sure that you know what you're going for. You know what you want to do, and you know what you will excel at. Everyone's path is different. Some people might go faster. Some people might go slower. It doesn't really matter. Like, your path is significant as someone else's. So yeah, just chill. You got this. Once again, you deserve to be here. Don't feel unaccomplished. Don't feel inferior. Like, you'll definitely have that complex come in, sneak its way in unintentionally. But honestly, your path is your path. Go at your own pace. It's just natural. Just walk. Just walk. Everything happens for a reason, and whatever God has in store for you, it'll appear. It'll appear. Trust. Number 10, Big 10, Big 10, Big 10. Last but not least, your Spelman experience is what you make it. Okay? So, coinciding with the last point, do not go into Spelman thinking you're going to have the exact same experience as someone else or like someone you've seen in YouTube vlogs. You'll experience it for yourself, and you'll have your ups and downs, but it will be beautiful and transforming. You'll be at a place where you can fully bloom. At its core, Spelman is a good school with wonderful opportunities, and when it's time to get down, then trust, we get down. Like, Spelman get down, okay? The entire world, once you become a Spelmanite, changes. Honestly, the saying, the world is your oyster, becomes very accurate, because ever so often, someone brings the world to you, and trust that you make the choices to change the world. This is my choice. A choice to change the world. Boom. Boom. Big 10. Done. Any other points that I should make? I think that's it. I kind of wanted to touch upon like different things, different aspects of education. I touched upon financial aid, touched upon the CAF, like food, dorms, touched upon just like the Spelman experience in general. I guess parties, but I've only recently went to parties beginning of my second year. My first time off campus, it was bad because, like, mind you, remember, I was a homebody. Whole first year I was in the house. My first outside experience, like first time outside in Atlanta, the party that we went to, mind you, the first party we went to, we couldn't find it. Then we went to 3 other locations. I wasted so much money that day. Amazing. 3 different parties, we didn't make it in. So we ended up not going to any party. So I spent so much money. Uber rides, standing outside, trying to look for a party. Didn't get to not one. But we went home and I got ice cream. And they had Waffle House, because it was a lot going on. And then my second time, oh my gosh, my second time off campus, I would not recommend. I was of age, so I'm not gonna mention what I did, but what an experience that was. I will say I've been changed after it. I will say that. And yeah, parties. Just be safe. Travel with a group, because Atlanta is crazy. Atlanta is crazy. If you're not from ATL, it's crazy. It gets crazy. So just stay safe out here. Like, carry around safety tools, because we are Black women, the most unprotected person in America. So stay safe out here. That's all I can say about parties right now. I'll probably talk about it more, but yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. If you want to know about Spelman some more, and you want me to hook you up with a person specifically under your major, or who you want to talk to, whatever, I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. See, look, yapping, just talk about nothing. Yeah, but I cook you up. Just follow my socials. I got you. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share.